understand the Korean folk tales. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to be with you this evening for the launch of Dr. Divik Ramesh's latest translation. This kind of you to share this happy occasion with us as a you who comes in so much for the pleasure of this work has taken time and diligence, and the world will open a venue for Indian children to better understand folklore from our side of the world. Therefore, I would regard it as another milestone along the path of the Korean Indian shift. Dr. Ramesh needs no introduction, as he is well known name in the literary world in India. While he was a visiting professor in Hanguk University of Foreign Studies in Seoul, he gained knowledge of Korean literature. Divik spent his time actively in the translation of poems. Dr. Ramesh's hat-tricks in translation include his initial venture of own anthology of poems in the Korean language, later translated an anthology of ancient and modern Korean poetry in Hindi. For the third time, Dr. Ramesh made a pioneering effort in Korean Indian literature by the translation of a collection of children's poetry in Hindi. Enthusiasm continues unabated by the current translation of a book of Korean folk tales in Hindi. The book is published by Pitambur Publishing Private Limited and has received a big blessing from the AS Foundation, Seoul, Korea. Today's launch is of special significance as it is the first Korean folklore in Indian language. I do hope this translation, with its regional illustrations, will bring India the Korean versions Panchacha Tantra. Ladies and gentlemen, the Korean Indian saga is ages old. It started with the advent of Buddhism several centuries. Our country went through a period of trial and colonialism, wars, independence, and the nation building. Korean Indian economic cooperation got a big boost with the opening of the market in 1991. Our bilateral has reached great heights in these past few years, but as I always mean, it is through cultural exchange that we can build stronger ties. There should be a far more stronger foundation to our friendship than their commercial transaction. This can be built through more exchange on the cultural and educational front. In this light, I truly appreciate the professor's continuous efforts to promote cultural and literary understanding across the border. I wish to extend my thanks to Dr. Divik Ramesh for strengthening Indo-Korean friendship, literature, and my wishes remain with him as always. Before concluding, I wish to make one announcement that legendary connection in India and Korea has brought one tangible result. Which is the southern part of Korea, where the legendary princess arrived there and married King Shro. And the IODS has made sistership relationship last year when the mayor of kidnapped India. So taking this opportunity of sistership relations between two cities, I expected next year, early part of next year, many Koreans, around 100 or 200 Koreans, plan to come to India and to visit the IODS, where they are going to would be originated. Thank you very much.
इसी कार्यक्रम की समाप्ति में धन्यवाद ज्ञापन आगे है। इस पुस्तक का प्रकाशन इतना आकर्षक हुआ है कि इसके
और पिताम्बर परिवार की तरफ से आप सभी मेहमानों का हृदय से आभारी हूँ कि आपने इस अवसर पर उपस्थित होकर आयोजन की शोभा बढ़ाई। परम आदरणीय डॉक्टर सिंधी जी का मैं विशेष रूप से आभारी हूँ। बहुत ही सहज ढंग से हमारा निमंत्रण स्वीकार कर अपने कर्मों द्वारा पुस्तक का लोकार्पण
नामक डॉक्टर रमेश की इस पुस्तक का लोकार्पण सोमवार को राज्यसभा सदस्य और विद्वान डॉक्टर लक्ष्मीमल सिंह जी ने किया। लोक कथाएं सीमाओं और भाषा के बंधनों से मुक्त होने के मानवीय समाज के बहुत अधिक करीब होती हैं। राज्यसभा सांसद और प्रख्यात न्यायाधीश डॉक्टर लक्ष्मीमल दिविक रमेश द्वारा हिंदी में अनुदित कोरियाई लोक कथाएं नामक पुस्तक के लोकार्पण के अवसर पर यह बात कही।
कथा का एक विशेष स्थान है जीवन में, क्योंकि लोक मानस और लोक चेतना की अभिव्यक्ति होती है, अधिक लोकप्रिय होती है और इसलिए तो कुछ अधिक सीमाओं से मुक्त होती है।
कोरियाई लोक कथाएं के विमोचन के अवसर पर कोरिया गणराज्य के राजदूत चोंग मू ली भी उपस्थित थे।
This work has taken children and the world will open a venue for Indian children to better understand folklore from our side of the world.
इस पुस्तक के लेखक डॉक्टर दिविक रमेश कोरियाई विश्वविद्यालय में 3 साल तक विजिटिंग प्रोफेसर रह चुके हैं। डॉक्टर रमेश ने इस पुस्तक के माध्यम से दोनों देशों को साहित्य के द्वारा दूसरे के समीप लाने का प्रयास किया है।
लोक कथाओं के माध्यम से लेकर मैं मानता हूँ कि वहाँ के जो है उसका जो स्वरूप है वो बड़े सच्चे, बड़े कच्चे और बड़े उसी रूप में हमारे सामने आ जाता है। क्योंकि इसमें जो दूसरी कहानियाँ होती हैं उन कहानियों में तो आप एक तरह से प्रौढ़ तरीके से लिखते हैं, करते हैं। लोक कथाओं में तो जो जैसा है उसको वैसा प्रस्तुत करते हैं। तो
इस अवसर पर अन्य वक्ताओं के तौर पर गणनंदन के संपादक जयप्रकाश भारती और जवाहरलाल नेहरू विश्वविद्यालय में कोरियाई भाषा विभाग के अध्यक्ष प्रोफेसर आर कृष्णन ने भी पुस्तक की कथाओं और उनके शिल्प पर प्रकाश डाला।
इन टाइम में
Friends, it's my pleasure to welcome the Ambassador of Korean Republic, His Excellency Mr. Lee Jong-moon, and also the First Secretary of our Mr. Kang, along with Dr. Sitakan Mahapasan, Chair Book Trust, and the Divik Ramesh, who put together this book. In this evening's program of launching the book formally, one can say, it's my great pleasure to welcome all of the distinguished devotees who are with us in this occasion. Indeed, we have already published 2 book titles, one by Another Profession, another by Sanskrit Academy, and both of them anthology of Brazilian literature was released jointly by the Embassy of Brazil and the here in India. In this edition, as a part of this series, this translation.
Technology. My coding friends and friends from the industry and distinguished guests. Among them there are my dear job. I will speak few words in English first because I was told in the beginning that I was thinking that the words should come in English also. The period that it was told. Then Pitabar Publishing Company, whose president is here, and Bhushan, that book could get an award known as Asian Pacific Publishers Association Award. Poetry is my first love because I also myself write poems. And I think I must mention that
In came recent to the time, and that is how the book did. But then we are proud that a very unknown illustrator has done a wonderful job in this book. Thank you, Professor Sharma. I will not repeat letter to that Excellencies, so, independence. Khalil Gibran dreamt, let us hand over the world, at least for a day, to the children, so that they play as with a bulb. Get down and fish world. No, that won't happen. anywhere in the near future in your lifetime or not? That little book carrying now, so I dedicated teaching anywhere in the child. First of all, I wish to express my appreciation to Professor Sharma. Sharma is very simple, but each of the other names, I will say. Anyway, Professor Sharma has translated many Korean works into Hindi the last 2.5 years, which I assume might be the Hindi. I am very happy to see our visit my embassy, and then we have get together in a very friendly atmosphere. Vikant Mahapatra, Chairman of the National Book Trust, ladies and gentlemen, gives me a great pleasure to at Bishop Divik Ramesh's latest relation. It is kind of you to spare time to share this happy occasion with us as a new children's poetry book came into circulation. This work has time and brains will open a venue for Indian children to better understand poetry from our side of the world. For this reason, I regard it as yet another milestone along the path of Korean Indian and spend this actively translation poems. While he was in many poems translated by Professor Ramsey were published in magazines in India. Since his return to India, Professor Ramesh has translated 4 books. First was Shuntenmiri, published by Ajanta, and now a translation of Korean children's poetry published by the famous National Book Trust. In that, my special appreciation for his efforts. How difficult National Book Trust they have shown by publishing Ramsey's work. I wish MBT and Professor Ramsey success on the launch of the new children's poetry translation. Lastly, I wish to appeal to Ramsey for his invaluable contribution to Korean relations through his diligent translation. I congratulate you, Professor, and wish you to good health and success in all your endeavors. Thank you very much.
Through the translation of several Korean poetry, I, for the time, hereby present a letter of commendation to Professor Divik Ramesh on Wednesday, 28 November 2001, New Delhi, Ambassador of the Republic of Korea,
The embassy has arranged a cocktail and drinks, so all the members of the
I will never forget
Take myself with the release of the first anthology in Hindi of a few Korea's fascinating and absorbing folk tales by Dr. Divik Ramesh. And the Excellency Ambassador and Dr. Singhvi and all of you in felicitating Dr. Sharma for his valuable and commendable work. I have had the privilege of changing views with Ramesh on various aspects of oral and written traditions, both during his stay in Korea and since his return to India. Now I admired his commitment and sustained interest of Korea and to what I would call cross-cultural studies.